Hey guys, welcome to another New World video. In today's video, I thought we could talk about the new weapon coming to the game later this year. I know it's a while away, but a few interesting things have been talked about lately, and I thought why not share my views on the topic. So let's get into it. I want to begin by saying everything in this video is speculation. I do my best to gather information that seems to be most likely, but in the end no one really knows what will happen. AGS is even capable of changing things simply because of what a content creator says. It's months away still, but I have seen a few other videos where people notice little things on New World database or whatever, and have all sorts of theories that they create around them. So I thought we could take a look at some of these and maybe talk about what the next weapon might be. So what we know is that the next weapon will likely, if they stick to what they've said in the past dev blogs, be a focus weapon. I, upon hearing this, immediately assumed that this would be one of two things, either a one-hand mace or the Celestial Gauntlet. I really lean more in favor of the one-hand mace though, because in my mind, this would lead into giving healers offhands, kinda like how tanks carry shields. You know what I mean. I really didn't consider the Celestial Gauntlet like most other people did. That seemed more like an offensive weapon than defensive. But who knows, maybe I'm way offside on this. Whenever I think of a Celestial Gauntlet, I think of something more that could warp reality, or manipulate the forces in nature, or make heavy things light, stuff like that. You get the idea. Then, recently, a few content creators have noticed something interesting on New World database, as you may have seen in other videos. If you look at some of the perks, like this one for example, Vicious, you will see a list at the bottom of the weapons that it applies to. And if you look here, you will see daggers. So many now have assumed, well, that's it. That's the leak, it's gonna be daggers. I unfortunately do not share this opinion. Again, maybe I'm wrong. But first, it's hard to imagine a dagger or dual daggers as a focus weapon. Unless, of course, it's a sacrificial dagger like a necromancer would use in Diablo. But generally, there is a distinction in games between daggers and ceremonial daggers. So I don't think that's what this means. Next, sadly, I have seen this before, because this has been in since the beta almost. I hate to be the one to shed light on it, but these effects have always listed dagger. I think, to be honest, that's originally what seeded the dagger conversation into the culture of the game right from the beginning. It isn't new or an accidental leak. However, at the end of the last PTR cycle, when the data miners extracted the files as they always do to be used on New World database and all the other various sources for tracking things in the game, they did find something left behind accidentally. It isn't much, and doesn't tell us much, but at the same time it tells us a lot. There were a few files left behind, first a status effect and second a spell data table. I've provided links to these in the description. But anyway, they tell us basically nothing. What makes them special isn't the content, it's the name of these new tables and where they've been placed. You see, these are called spell table data _ Flail and status effects _ Flail. Now, these are blank and contain no information as of now, but what's interesting is that they have created these tables within the game files. I believe this is the biggest and most reliable leak we have seen so far, especially in terms of what the next weapon will be. I think we can reasonably expect it to be a focus-based flail, a weapon designed for healers that will be reminiscent of the flails in Diablo 2. Now, will it be a chain flail or a solid flail more like a mace? Who knows? But it will be a healer combat weapon, I think, allowing them to have a great offhand that will still provide some healing in the form of attacks that generate healing, or something similar. It could simply be a buff applier. If this is the case, I definitely would be very excited, because I love the whole fantasy of a crusader healer wielding a flail and a shield, with still having the ability to heal. Now, will this flail, if it enters the game, allow you to use a shield? Probably not, but that's just me hoping. Now, I will say again, this could be a future weapon, or simply a test of a weapon that they may scrap, who knows? But if we are discussing leaks and hints, I do feel like this is a big one. Now, what do you guys think? Do you think this will be the next weapon, or are you pretty sure it'll be something else? Let me know in the comments. Also, I would like to cover something else quickly. I have now started recording my new Iron Man. I took a bit longer on this one, partially due to time and partially due to deciding what my ultimate goal would be with it. Getting to 60 and running mutations all day just doesn't feel like an Iron Man to me. Maybe I'm old, but it's just calling it an Iron Man, then running group content all day in a group with friends. Really, how's that an Iron Man? What I'm thinking is I will try to hit 60 ASAP, then I will focus on crafting and gathering, as well as see how long it takes a solo person to bust this season pass to 100 without any groups or any help from friends. And this will take place on a different world server than my main, so that I'll be able to do that. What do you guys think? Well guys, that's it for today. I just really wanted to share this interesting information and point it out to anyone who may have missed it. And as always guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.